right now at 11. The calls for justice after a little girl is accidentally killed by police. Tonight, outrage grows into a report. Dangerous heat as we enter heat wave number 4, as it will feel like triple digits. World Series send off. The local baseball team that's swinging for the fences, but not missing. But first, calls in a certain report talk about a local girl who has been pronounced dead. Good Tuesday evening, everyone. My name is William. It's August 2nd, 2022. Thanks for joining me. As you can see, I am filling in for my uncle and aunt of CBS3, who they left me in charge. Carrie Corrado kicks off our news story tonight. She's my favorite news reporter. Go ahead, Carrie. That's what exactly is going on. Justice must be served. Thank you, Carrie. Police in Upper Darby are trying to figure out how a deadly shooting happened. It all started in the 200 block of Kingston Road. Police are not releasing any of the details this time. There's no arrests being made. A fire breaks out at a home as police found more than 150 gallons of gasoline. This happened on the 100 block of North 59th in West Philadelphia this morning. A firefighter was injured. Crews responded to the home last night after smelling and were being told that the gasoline was in a milk jug. So it will definitely stink up the joint. The cause of the investigation is now continuing as firefighters are trying to figure out how it happened. No residents were being hurt. Well, turning out to the dangerous heat, the 90-degree temperatures are sticking like glue to make sure everyone stays safe and whatnot. A live look on the boardwalk as Wednesday starts to roll around. Everything is going to be packed. Here's my Aunt Kate with her next weather forecast. Hello, Auntie. You better leave that to me with the 7-day forecast. Thank you so much, Auntie Kate. Now is a good time to download the CBS Philly weather app for Apple or Android devices. Tonight was National Night Out. That's a campaign to promote police and community partnerships held every year on the first Tuesday in August. Alicia Roberts attended one in West Philadelphia. You can tell she's wearing my favorite hat that supports my favorite news station. Alicia, what's the story?
Homicides. It was a party inside Park West Town Center for National Night Out. Look at all these beautiful people having a wonderful time with their neighbors. While it may look like fun and games, the celebration is rooted in bridging the trust gap between law enforcement and the community. Showing people who are acting on a first name basis, seeing them every day and getting involved. We have a great relationship. In fact, around here, the officers are kind of a big deal. We're acting great as the community is in this area. And it's working, with homicides down 31% and shootings down 25% year over year in the 19th district. The better the relationship, the better the outcome. So we do good things for them, they do good things for us. We look out for them, they look out for us. And it's not just the police showing up. Local program leaders also came out. Anytime I could reach one person about literacy, I did my job. Helping to connect resources with families and children in need. Growing up, trying to figure out how you want to eat sometimes, maybe being homeless. 18-year-old Johnny Knight knows the struggle many kids in our city face. He says events like this give him hope of a life, in his words, bigger than his environment. It shows me that there is a unity in the city of Philadelphia that can come together. We have to be willing to accept the help and also reach out and ask for the help. If we don't, then no problems will be solved. This year, more than 38 million people nationwide are expected to participate in National Night Out events.
The next National Night Out event will be on August 1st of next year. Thank you, Aunt Alicia. In Bucks County tonight, Bristol Borough hosted its very first National Night Out. It gave residents an opportunity to meet police chief. His name is Joe Morris. He's been with the department for 30 years. The goal is to increase community-oriented police with some awesome activities and whatnot. For those of you who know where Bristol Borough is, that is in Bucks County. Keystone First and other groups joined tonight's National Night Out event. Now CBS 3 takes you to Camden County, where different police officers and residents strengthened their bonds. So we're being told that they played games, face painting, among other activities. Now we go to Pennsauken, New Jersey, as relatives celebrated National Night Out as well. This all took place at the recreational complex. And now to the latest on monkeypox, as health officials in New Jersey say they have announced 2 more cases, and that brings the total number of cases to 6, one of my favorite numbers. The White House selects a new coordinator for monkeypox as the cases continue to spread and rise. According to the CDC, there's more than 6,000 new cases every day. A legal win today for supporters of mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania happened today. There was a 5-2 ruling, and it found that everyone will start to outlaw mail-in voting. Millions of state voters we spoke to have chosen cast ballots by mail in last elections. The midterm elections start in the month of November. A controversial trip went totally wrong as CBS 3 takes you to Taiwan, China. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi met with leaders of the Parliament. You could tell she had a good time, but if I went to Taiwan, I would definitely have a good time myself. The speaker said her visit explained that Taiwan has a vibrant democracy by coming in friendship and unity all at the same time. You can always get live updates whenever news happens on CBS News Philly and CBSPhilly.com. This Tuesday night broadcast is going to continue right after these messages. We're going to take our first commercial break and then continue with the rest of the top stories that are still going on tonight. So don't go away, everyone.